Howdy, folks. Dave here. Well, I had a few inquiries on what I eat here in my log cabin. Well, actually, I do pretty good for myself. I'm only by myself, so I don't need a whole lot. But as you know, I have no refrigeration here. Once in a while, I can get some frozen ice, but you know. But for the most part, as you know, I have my hot plate thing, and of course I have my coffee. But anyways, here's some other things that I do get. I get these sliced pears. Yeah, there. I get uh, mandarin oranges. Those are very good. I get fruit cocktail, and I get sliced peaches for my fruit. I tried the fresh fruit thing, and I do get fresh fruit from when I go to feed Jacko and his bunch, and that's few and far between. Um, you can't, the fresh fruit for living out here just don't last long. And uh, the fruit flies within a couple days. This inside of this log cabin is full of fruit flies, so I had to eliminate that problem real quick. So now I have no fruit flies at all. So once in a while I'll get an apple or an orange or, what have you. But anyways, uh, for my vegetables, I get these little cans. These little cans, get these little cans of vegetables, which work great. Here I have mixed vegetables, which I buy a lot of them. I also have peas and carrots, sweet peas, whole golden corn, and I also have those in the bigger cans too. But also in the bigger cans I have pork and beans. You can buy these on sale real cheap. You can get two for $1, which is just great. I also buy a couple cans of refried beans. They work excellent if you cook them with rice and stuff. Excellent. I also once in a while I will pick up some strange things, like cut asparagus and such. You know. I also pick up. I get the sliced white potatoes. For the simple reason is I can fry them or cook them just like that, mash them, what have you. So those work out great for me. Another thing I do get is some beanie weenies. You can get these real cheap, 70 cents, 80 cents. So I'll buy, 6 or 8 cans of these, you know. I also get these little Vienna sausages. So when I open up, I'll want some of these. You can either eat them right out of the can, or what I do is I mix them up with a can of pork and beans, and I got myself a nice meal. And of course, here I cannot fry hamburger or anything like that out here at a big bunch or make a whole lot. So I just buy the regular old chili with no beans. It makes an excellent meal. That gives me 2 meals for the day, lunch and dinner. That's good enough for me. I also get tuna. This is Starkist tuna in water. Here, fish is actually good for you. Why? Gives you your B12, your amino acids, all those sorts of things. So I get my tuna. I also get sardines. Sardines is another big one. You know, your B12, your amino acids, all sorts of those kind of things, which are good for you. Soup-wise, I do pretty good. I'll get the chicken noodle soup. I like chicken noodle soup. I buy this, I bought these because they were on sale. These chicken out of King's. I got them for like 80 cents a piece, so I bought a half dozen cans of them. I also get these Campbell's chunky beef with country vegetables. These I have my vegetables already added. I also get the Campbell's hearty chicken with vegetables. Another good one. This way I don't have to use up my vegetables. And for some other stuff, I get the spaghetti and meatballs, which is good. So I pick up them, the spaghetti and meatballs. I also pick up, half dozen cans of mini beef ravioli. Also, it makes for a good meal. And of course, we mustn't forget this one. Jif peanut butter. You can always have a peanut butter sandwich whenever you want. Fortunately, I have to pick up a loaf of bread every time I run out, because I have no means of freezing bread here. Not till winter, anyways. When winter comes, then I can freeze whatever I want. I also get these right here. These ramen noodles. I get the ramen and the beef. So what I do here, this is where my little cans of vegetables come in. I can either put peas and carrots, or what I do a lot of times, because I buy the mixed vegetables, I'll put in a can of mixed vegetables. This way I do have an excellent meal. Then of course you can't go anywhere without the old Dinty Moore beef stew. The old good, go ahead shot there. I also get the Dinty Moore chicken and dumpling. This is very good. So, and then once in a while I'll throw in peas and carrots, a little can of peas and carrots, or the mixed vegetables, or a little can of corn in with those two particular ones. So I have my vegetables in me all the time. Also, when I want to make a different type of sandwich, I get this pulled pork with barbecue sauce. This is very good. I eat this all the time. I shouldn't say eat it all the time, but I do eat it. So I'm not, I'm somewhat limited to what kind of food. That's why I'm growing my own chickens. I have my own garden, as I showed you in a previous video. So I'm eating fresh green beans. I have cucumbers out there. I have some okra. I have tomatoes. So I do have those sources of fresh vegetables, which of course the deer like too. And here I supplement myself with a good dose of vitamins. Now here, these are Flintstone vitamins. The reason I buy Flintstone vitamins, it's for kids, is because um, if you look at it, there's nothing difference between these and the over 50 Centrum things. Those over 50 Centrum things, hey, those are like $40, $50. These Flintstones, $8, and there ain't no difference. So I take a Flintstone vitamin every day. I also take a vitamin D tablet every day, Nature Made, because it's good for the source of vitamin D. Of course, it supports your bones, your teeth, your muscle, and your immune health system. And so those are the two vitamins I take. And of course, I have the old salt and pepper trick. That's all I have for spices is salt and pepper. Once in a while, I'll buy a bag of chips, Wavy Links, and I bought some dipping those Frito chips and things like that. So that's basically, I have my bread and then I'll buy some Pop Tarts and those macaroni and cheese. You just add water. Excellent. So it's not like I'm totally starving to death. I have quite a variety of foods to eat, but and they're all good for you. Even the fruit. I mean, they're not fresh fruit, but it's the next best thing, and it's just as good as fresh fruit. So there you have it. Those are some of the things I do eat. Come winter time, of course, I'll have my venison hanging out in the lean-to, and all I do out there, because it'll be frozen, is go out there and chop off a chunk when I want to cook something up, or kill one of my chickens, and I have a little chicken, and then I have some pigeon here that I'll have squabs, because pigeons have young ones constantly. So, plus, I'll be trapping, and I'll have possum, raccoon, muskrat. I'll have squirrels, rabbits. So my meat consumption will be there too. And of course, my coffee. I don't go without coffee. So, people, there you have it. There's a little bit of what I have. So, it beats starving to death. I tried those already made meals. Those are good for people that are camping for a few days, but nothing for this, like what I'm doing. It just doesn't work. But all in all, I think I do pretty good for living in a log cabin with 30 amp service for electricity. I only can plug in one thing at a time, and with the computer, uh, that limits me to keeping my coffee warm, so I drink cold coffee. So when it's done, I unplug it, and then when I want to cook a meal, I plug in my little stove thing and have that. So, but all in all, I do pretty good here. Of course, my heat, I got a wood stove, so every few hours I'll have to wake up to a log on the fire. But when that's going during the winter, I got a coffee pot that when I'll make some coffee and I'll pour that in there and I'll have warm coffee all the time. Once in a while I'll pick up a 12-pack of pop, whether it's Pepsi or Mountain Dew or Coke, and that lasts me a long time because I'm not really a pop drinker. I drink no beer or booze, so I ain't got to worry about that. Of course, I smoke cigarettes, but that's no big deal. I don't smoke that much. When I buy some Pop Tarts, for take up for the sweet tooth, I buy those granola bars. I don't have the granola bars with me anymore. I eat them up. And of course I have Ritz crackers and regular saltine crackers. So folks, there you have it. There's some of the food for you guys that was wondering what I have out here to eat. There's some of my